Welcome to the Dog Adopt Show with Andrew Ledford, where every episode brings happy tales and new beginnings because dogs make life better.
Really follow.
Good dog. I'm Andrew Ledford, and today we are here with Basset Hound Rescue. And who are you? Introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Jenny, and I'm the medical coordinator for Basset Hound Rescue of Southern California.
Great. And you brought the dog with you?
Yep, this is actually my dog. This is Chef. He is an alumni. I adopted him from Basset Hound Rescue about 2 months ago.
Oh, very good. And he is very cute.
Oh,
really
he says thank you.
So how long was he a rescue before you got him?
The rescue took him in July of this year, and I started fostering him at the end of July after he got some of his medical needs taken care of. And then after a couple months of some surgeries and things like that, then I officially adopted him.
Oh, very good. I know that happens a lot.
It does happen a lot, but it doesn't happen a lot to me, honestly. This is only the second time that I've adopted one of my fosters, and I've fostered over 40 dogs.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a while.
I have. I've been with the rescue for about 12 years.
Oh,
yeah.
You are a dedicated Basset Hound person.
Yep, I am.
When I first started, the guy who got me into dog training, he was showing Basset Hounds when I was like in high school. So
I always meet a lot of people that knew people before that had Basset
Yes.
Hounds, but they're not real common
you're
around
right.
now.
I do not see them a lot.
Nope.
Tell me about some of the issues they might have.
Basset Hounds in general are prone to back problems because of their long body and their short legs. They're also prone to ear infections because of these long, adorable ears.
Big hound dog ears.
Big hound dog ears that like to get all of the bacteria from the ground.
So do most people regular maintenance and cleaning, where you squish this stuff in their ear
Yep.
and then wipe it out?
Yeah, regular cleaning definitely prevents a lot of those problems. Some of them can just be more allergy and environmental related, but just regular cleaning helps a whole heck of a lot.
Good dog, good. Yeah, and I know dachshunds, because they're so long and short, also have.
Yep, dachshunds and corgis.
Yep.
Anything with the long body for sure has that issue. But if you keep their weight healthy and not let them get overweight and prevent some of the jumping up and down off of furniture, that helps a lot too.
That is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Dachshunds are notorious for jumping everywhere.
Yeah.
And how about these guys?
They actually don't get like too crazy, generally speaking. But they do like to get up on the couch and take a nice long nap.
And then hop off.
And then they jump off, yeah. So we have a ramp at home that he is supposed to use, and he's very good about going up the ramp, but not very good about coming down the ramp.
And even any large dog, I usually recommend that people don't let the dog jump a lot, at least until it's over a year old.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Great recommendation.
And I know I saw one dog here we have today that seemed a little bit active. It was really pulling and wanting to be social.
Yes, most Bassets in general are social dogs. They're usually very people-friendly, very dog-friendly, great demeanors and personalities. But they also do have, those rare occurrences where they're not as great with others, as every breed does.
I don't think I've ever worked a real aggressive Basset Hound. I'm sure you've seen some.
I've seen them. I have. But generally speaking, yeah, they're great family dogs and have really gregarious, outgoing personalities.
Yeah. I've worked aggressive bloodhounds.
Oh, yeah. Scent-driven. Yeah.
But, and what color is this?
Chef is a tricolor, so he does have a little bit of brown around his eyes and his face and on his back end too. He is mostly black and white, but he's considered tricolor with the brown on him.
We were talking earlier and you said there are black and white.
There are some black and whites, yeah.
But the most common color is?
The tricolor, for sure, yeah.
And the more classic?
Yes, that is a classic Basset Hound. Red, black and white, or brown, black and white.
Yeah, red.
Yeah.
And then you said there's also the lemon. I've seen only a few of those.
I've only seen a few myself too. A true lemons.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have some like maybe muted red and white might think they're lemons, but a true lemon, very rare.
Yes. I may have only seen one or two, and that's like over a lifetime.
Yeah, same.
So, do you want to bring another dog out, or do you want?
Yeah. Who
Let's
wants to
bring somebody else up?
How about Trip? I don't know if Chef will go with somebody else. We'll find out. He's pretty attached to me.
He's very bonded to you.
He is. I'll try and trade you, Josh, but we'll see. He might not leave me. Hi, Trip.
He might have to just hang out with us.
So this is Trip.
This is an interesting looking dog.
He is very interesting colored.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Basset Hound like this.
Yeah, he's very muted. Has this gray instead of the black. It's like a really dull gray color.
And would we call that a blue?
I think we could probably call that a blue, which is a rare. He's not letting me go.
It's like,
Yeah.
Mom, you're paying attention to somebody else.
A rare gene mutation, I would say. Yeah.
So it would be recessive?
Yeah, it should be recessive, yeah. And it's not something that is bred for, or it shouldn't be bred for, because it does come with a lot of health problems, I'm told.
But he's so soft.
I know, it's like velvet. It's crazy.
He's such a cool dog. And is he for adoption or something?
He is.
Okay,
no,
great,
this is Trip.
great.
He's 1.5 years old. He still has a lot of puppy energy. Gets along great with other dogs for the most part. You know, sometimes his energy is too much for them. He's great on a leash. And he's housebroken, and he's available for adoption.
And what is your website?
Our website is bassethoundrescue.org. O-R-G.
That's easy.
Pretty easy, yeah.
So very good. He sees one of his friends.
He does,
over
yeah.
here.
We've got a few around, and he's interested in all of the dogs everywhere.
How old is he?
He's 1.5.
1.5. So that's a great age.
Yeah.
You get a dog a year old or a little bit older, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you kind of already know the health problems, you know the temperament,
Yeah.
you know the behaviors, and most of the time they're already potty trained for you, so you save yourself a little headache.
And are Basset Hounds usually pretty easy to housebreak?
I have been told that they're not, but I've never had my own problems with them. But because they are pretty stubborn breeds, I've been told that there's a lot of people that have trouble potty training them.
You know, I don't think of housebreaking being a Basset Hound problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
That's not something I associate with Basset Hounds. Stubborn, yes.
Definitely stubborn.
Sometimes they can be a challenge, especially a real scent-oriented dog.
Yes.
And if you're doing obedience, their nose goes down.
Yeah, they're not really paying attention to
Look
you
at
anymore.
you for a little bit and then right back.
Yeah, definitely true.
So what were they originally bred for?
They actually were bred for hunting. I believe it's foxes or rabbits, and they have the ears very low to the ground, their nose is down there, and they have these weird little ear flap things in the front that help drive the scent into their nose.
Interesting.
So they are, after bloodhounds, the best scent hounds there are.
Yeah, that's what I would think. And so the air, does it create a current and eddy? Oh yes, good dog.
He's like, look at my ears closer. You see how I smell everybody?
You are so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it creates like this little cone of scent driven directly to their face. It helps push, these ears help push it right there.
I kind of like this dog.
I know, me too.
Okay, let's see if there's somebody else.
All right.
Although
I guess
like
he's not
you.
going anywhere. We'll just stay here, huh, Chef?
We're bringing on another dog.
All right, who else wants to come? He's not going to go anywhere, so if you just want to sit here with him.
Does he have separation anxiety?
He does a little bit, yeah. Here, I'll
maybe.
give you this leash.
Well, he's crate trained though, right?
We haven't, we have a crate, but we've never really worked on it. Yeah. Come here, girls.
Hey, kid. Good dog.
All right,
Good
let's see these two here.
We have a whole pack of hounds.
I know. Here, I'm going to give you
Yes.
this leash. And then I'll take this one. Chef's not going anywhere. Sorry. Freya. Freya.
They can have a treat.
Yeah.
Let's see what they.
Chef's like, I would like a treat.
Right here. Oh,
Hey.
yes.
Hey,
You can have this. Yes.
Freya, over here.
I know some dogs, if they have allergies, they should not have certain types.
Yeah, these two do not have, or these three, I should
This
say.
is a peanut butter treat.
Oh, I think she likes it, or I think she wants it.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
Come here, Loki. Loki. Come here. Loki.
Yeah, I bet he will come. No,
Yeah,
he's
maybe
not
he
going-
might go to you with a treat. He's pretty food motivated.
I will give you a little piece here.
That was very half-hearted, buddy. Very half-hearted.
Come on, right over here. Yes, very
There we
good.
go. Okay.
Very good.
Loki, come closer. Come closer.
Okay. And tell me about this one.
All right, well, this is Freya.
Freya.
And Freya and Loki are actually a bonded pair. So when you adopt them, they come together. They're sisters.
2 for 1.
2 for 1, yeah, essentially. What's better? They keep each other company. Yeah, it's great. They play with each other.
And
Chef's just in the middle.
sometimes when they're bonded like that, it will help eliminate some of the problems, like with this guy.
Yeah, with a little
wanting to
anxiety.
be-
Yep, they're each other's best friend. They don't have to be my best friend. Yeah. So these two are about 7 years old, and we've had them in rescue for about 6 months now. And the reason they have not yet been adopted is, for one, someone has to want 2 dogs, so sometimes that's a little harder to find a home for. But Freya here has Addison's disease, which is a disease of the adrenal glands, where her body does not produce enough cortisol, which is the stress hormone.
Yeah.
And for that reason, she takes a daily pill. And she gets an injection.
What are the symptoms, and what kind of issues does that cause?
So the symptoms in Addison's disease are generally like lethargy, lack of appetite, vomiting, diarrhea, that sort of thing. It's because their body is not reacting properly to the stress in life. And if they have a stressful event, their body is not reacting to it, so they just kind of shut down. So,
I always think, when I'm under stress, I want that dopamine burst.
correct. And she doesn't get that. Yeah. So she doesn't respond appropriately, or her body's not responding appropriately. But we give her an artificial hormone. So she gets an injection once a month that helps regulate that. And she takes a daily pill as well, or twice daily. And she does very well. Very, very well.
Yeah, and
But-
I know I've a ex-girlfriend that I was talking to last night. She was talking about how she's getting things like that now.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about cortisol and dopamine in dogs. And how it
Turned
affects
into-
it.
yeah.
And she's going, wait. Let me look.
Yeah. So these two are really great together. Loki here is very healthy, and Freya's disease is well managed and well controlled. So they just need a forever home that can dedicate the resources to continuing to do her treatments. The injection is a little bit on the expensive side, so I think that's also a deterrent for
Okay,
people.
yeah. And fortunately, your rescue is pretty good about coordinating all of that, and taking care of the dogs and having the resources. But-
Absolutely. Yeah.
So-
We find all of that stuff out, do all of the diagnostics. We almost always do like dentals on the dogs that need it too. They're all spayed and neutered, they're microchipped, they're up to date on vaccines. 100% of that stuff is all done prior to adoption.
Great.
And anything that we know about them, we share with the adopter as well.
So
So
it's
they know
all-
what to expect.
It's like getting a dog from a breeder, basically, and only sometimes better.
Yeah, definitely
Because-
better, because all of that stuff is
Yeah.
known and taken care of for you. If you spend, $1,000 or whatever to buy a puppy, you still have to do all of the vaccines and the spay and neuter and all of that stuff. But this way, it's all taken care of.
And the tests.
And the
That's the
testing.
thing that, and I live back in the past, I'm sure, because I look at the price of dogs now.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, that should be $300.
Yeah.
You want $3,000?
Yep. Prices have gone up a lot, for sure.
But even when I was, really doing a lot like police work and stuff, $1,000 was a really good dog, a puppy. And now,
Yeah.
so, okay.
And the benefit of a hound or hounds this age, you don't have to deal with all of the puppy energy if that's not in your
Chewing,
lifestyle.
running,
You don't have to chew. Yeah.
housebreaking.
Yep, that's all done for you. Someone else already did it. You could just get to enjoy great dogs.
Yeah, I really think most people should get an adult dog.
Yeah, that's
I
all I
tell
want.
people,
That's usually
yeah.
all I foster is 8+. That
even-
fits my lifestyle the best.
But even like when we were doing police dogs, we get a dog about a year old, year and a half
Yeah.
old, because then you can see what you're getting.
Yep,
And
definitely.
sometimes, you see a really good young dog, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. But in general, a year.
Yeah, agree. Definitely agree.
Okay, good dog, good. Let's see who else we have.
All right. He's got some treats if that's okay, or if you want your own.
Children.
Okay.
He's good.
See children.
Okay. Hi. All right.
Okay, and this is Turbo, right?
This is Turbo. Yeah, he's also an alumni of the rescue. He was adopted by our foster coordinator, Sarah, in 2018.
Oh, you dropped.
Yeah.
Here it is. Take. And I heard he doesn't see very
No,
well.
he has cataracts, and he actually had juvenile cataracts when we got him from the shelter. So he had a few different health things going on when we rescued him in 2018. So
But
he
isn't
was a
it-
difficult to adopt dog because of some of those things.
And is that like why he's barking? And, Yeah.
Yep. He doesn't see that great. He can hear things, he can smell things, but he
Yeah.
doesn't see. And sometimes with other dogs, when they get too close, he doesn't see it very well. So he sometimes comes off as not dog friendly, but he is. He is with the right dog and with some patience.
Yeah, I know sight problems can be an issue.
Yes, Bassets are prone to glaucoma as well. That's another health thing. That's not what Turbo has, but yeah, that is another problem with Basset Hounds.
Woof. Woof, woof. Now now I'm teaching him to bark. I probably shouldn't. do
True,
that.
true.
Because I've been doing that all morning.
Yeah, reinforcing the barking.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here.
It's okay, Turbo.
Turbo.
Hey, buddy. It's okay. It's like, more food, more food.
You need to come back here. Very good.
There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah, he dropped it.
Yeah, he did. That's all
He's
right.
under a little stress.
A little bit, yeah. It's a little unknown situation for him.
So yeah, a lot of times if dogs will drop the food out of their mouth, they're under some stress.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting fact I had not heard before.
Or really super excited. So you see it in labs when they're super excited.
Yeah.
But a lot of dogs when they're stressed.
Yeah.
And excitement's the kind of stress.
It's, yep, just a good kind of stress, yeah.
So how old did you say?
He is, I think, 8 years old now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was still a young dog. 10?
He'll be 10 in
Oh.
January.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's also one that we actually have a known birth date on. Because
Oh,
the
yes.
shelter records actually included puppy information and stuff from his previous owner, which we don't always know, but we do know for him.
Yeah, usually you don't get
Yeah.
that.
Turbo also has epilepsy, so
Okay.
he's on a
And is
seizure
that common
medication.
with
No,
Bassett?
he's the only
Yeah.
one I know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the only one I know.
Some dogs I've worked with that have epilepsy, when they're under stress, they'll have a seizure.
Yeah,
And then that can be a rather traumatic thing depending
Yeah.
on how the dog does it.
yeah. His are idiopathic, so we do not know the cause of his. But yeah, he's well managed on his medications and his diet.
I think that's a big part of having a dog like that. You
Yeah.
really need to manage the dog's little diet and medication and sometimes weight with some dogs.
Yes.
He wants to get back there. That's fine.
He
Let's
does.
bring somebody else up.
All right.
This is why I was like, should I bring him or
I know.
He's just a little vocal, that's all.
They're all good.
Every dog has their own personality,
We'll take Calvin or Trace.
just like people.
All right. This is Calvin.
Oh, Calvin, you're the energetic dog I saw, I believe.
He's still a puppy.
Yeah.
This guy. Well, he's 5 years old now.
Yep.
He just turned
5
five a
years.
couple months ago.
And that is when I think is the perfect age.
Yeah, that's a great
Because
age.
They're usually, I think, at their best at 5 years.
Yeah.
And especially if you've worked them and trained them.
Yes.
Then that's like when they're in top form.
Yeah, and Calvin is very well trained. He's a service animal.
Great.
He has a lovely bow tie, so he was dressed for the occasion today. And yeah, he's an excellent, excellent dog. And we did rescue him as a puppy, a whole litter with their mom.
Oh,
So we do know
sometimes-
exactly how old he is. Yeah,
And sometimes you get litters.
Not very often, but yes, sometimes. I think his litter in 2019 was probably the last time we had a litter of puppies. But we took in a pregnant mom, and then the puppies were all born, and we found adopted homes for all of them. And the mom too, of course.
This guy I like too.
Yeah, he's a great dog. He was the only boy in the litter. The rest of the litter was all girls.
Does anybody ever do search and rescue with Basset Hounds?
No one that I know of.
They're kind of short, so they wouldn't run too far.
Yeah, you can catch them
Yeah.
easily, right? If they got off course. And they could definitely be trained for that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they could too.
Yeah.
Are they usually really social with a lot of people, or pretty much bonded to one person?
No, they're usually very social
Yeah,
with
that's what I
lots
would
of
think.
people. Yeah.
I've had lots of hounds in the past. I've never had a Basset Hound.
Oh, I've only had a Basset Hound and never any other hounds.
I've had walkers and blue ticks and red
Yeah.
ticks and coonhounds
And bloodhounds?
No bloodhounds.
Oh, okay. That would be the other one I would love to have someday, but I know they have a lot of
Yeah, I didn't
needs
want
that
a
I don't know
bloodhound.
that.
And way back when I was very young, I had a show. Susan LaCroix was the coordinator for Bloodhound Rescue and the Bloodhound, I think, Club in Laguna Beach.
Oh, okay.
And she would come on with her dog and sometimes sheriff's dogs. And it made me decide I didn't want a bloodhound.
Sometimes that's all you need is someone else's to have one, and then you're like, nope, not for me.
They just seem like they can be a handful.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Not exactly a dog you go out and do a lot of obedience with.
Yep. We've seen basset hounds like Calvin that do agility.
Oh yeah, that would be
Yeah.
that would be fun to do just because it would be different.
Yeah, you would not expect a
Yeah.
basset, but I've seen some pretty fast ones. They're not winning any,
Yeah.
competitions or anything, but they can be very good at it, and it's
That-
really fun to
just
watch.
yeah, that's the thing. It would be super fun to watch. I'm going to see if I can bring it around here. Right here, yes. Very good, very good. So he is one of the volunteers' dogs then.
Yep, yep. So he's an alumni from the rescue, and one of our volunteers is the one that adopted him.
Very
So I think the
good.
whole litter that year, he was the only one adopted within the rescue by one of our volunteers. Yeah, he sees more treats in your
Do
hand.
we have another dog?
We have one more, yep.
One more.
Yep. You want to meet one more? Our
Yeah,
last one?
yeah,
All
let's
right.
meet another one.
Let's meet Trace.
You're up.
Trace's turn. When was Trace adopted?
Calvin, come on, honey. Come on, baby.
He's got to find all the treats everyone else dropped here. So this is
Mother's Day,
Trace.
22. I
Trace.
picked him up.
Good girl. Oh,
This
you
is
know
boy.
that.
Yep.
You
Another
know.
boy.
Oh.
And actually, when the rescue got Trace, he had almost no hair on him.
Oh,
He was
my.
suffering from some very bad skin infections and allergy problems.
He's great.
And he
Now,
made a
his
full
coat is
recovery.
great.
And once again, he was adopted within one of our volunteer circles here, and Joanne also fostered him. So she took him back and forth to all the vet appointments and got him healthy prior to adoption. And then, of course, how could she not keep him after
Yeah.
all of that?
he's
Nursed
a-
him back to health,
He's
you know?
a good-looking dog.
He's very good
How old
looking.
is he? About-
He's about 2 because he
Okay,
was still
yeah,
a puppy
yeah.
when we got him. Yeah, he was
Yes.
only probably 6 to 8 months when we got him, but still had no hair. No
And
hair at all.
What are you looking for in structure? And especially I see it looks like he has a really square build in the back end.
He
Not
does.
cowhawk, not it.
Nope, yeah, he's nice and symmetrical there. I love when their tails wag like
Yes.
that. Yeah, nice upright waggy tail. He's very handsome. His coat is really great and shiny.
He's
His
the
legs
only-
don't bow out. He
Yeah,
doesn't
oh,
have
yeah,
the.
that's-
Sometimes in the front they get this. I call
Yeah.
it a fancy paw when the one paw kind
Oh,
of bends
yeah,
weird.
yeah. And is that considered a fault in
Yeah,
the breed?
yeah. It's like a carpal deformity. Mm-hmm.
And I see in shepherds a lot of times,
Yeah.
or they're really broken down.
Yeah. So Chef's front paw does it a little bit.
Oh, they all want food except this one.
Yeah, Trace wants his mama, huh? Trace.
And then we were talking about your shirt, right?
Yeah.
And you have a lot of Basset Hound. I see lots of Basset Hound shirts. out
Yeah,
here
we all have a
today.
different one on today, all the volunteers it seems,
And
but
I think you're the creative person that is the genius is over
is
here,
Lindsay.
right?
Yeah, Calvin's mom
Lindsay.
is one of our graphic designers.
So,
This one was from Long Dog.
Yeah, long dog.
so you've done all the shirts, right?
Yeah,
Let's see
yeah.
your shirt. Basset Hound Rescue. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Lindsay's a great graphic designer and just comes up with all these wonderful, colorful, fun ideas.
Yeah.
Very good. Let's bring several of them up and just get
All
them
right.
all here together.
All right,
All together?
all together.
Yeah.
Bravo! We need you.
Where's Trace?
Right here. You want to take him?
Yeah, he loves
He
you.
wants you.
He's a mama's boy. They all become mama's boys.
Yeah, I was just
girls,
looking
eh?
around and I'm like, I think they're all mama's boys.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Good
good.
boy,
So this
Sheffy.
is our Basset Hound, our hound pack for today.
Yes. These are your representatives.
And I think that's going to do it.
All right.
So anybody want to say? Anything last words?
go to our website, bassethoundrescue.org. We're always looking for more fosters, more volunteers. You can find our available hounds up for adoption there. Our website has our link to the applications for adoption, fostering, volunteering, and we'd love for you to join us and our group.
Very good. Thank you. And as always, I'm wishing you the very best in life. Have a great day. Bye. A Dog Adopt Extra featuring the dog-centric lifestyle of Southern California, where we visit dog events and what it means to be dog-friendly. I'm Andrew Ledford, and today we are in Fullerton at the Puptoberfest. You can see all the people out here and the vendors. We're going to go take a look at them. Come on, let's see what they have. And the first folks I visit at Puptoberfest are my friends from Anaheim Feed and Pet Supply. I remember doing business with their parents many years ago. Always nice to see the continuation of a family business. Then I got to meet a German wire-haired pointer. I love these dogs. One of the breeds I really enjoy. Don't see them very often here in Southern California. There was a dog pup bakery there. This is a very popular doggy treat. There were many cute as well as clever dogs at this dog event.
Booty.
There were lots of dogs making doggy friends. Here we have a coated German Shepherd making friends with a little dachshund. One of the most interesting businesses I saw at this dog event was a mobile dog gym. Let's take a look inside and see what they have.
Oh, you are all ready to be friendly. Joy! Good girl! Good.
I was pleased to see that they had a rough collie at this event. Always enjoy seeing the collies. Well, that'll about do it for this year's Puptoberfest. Let's get to the next event.